So the time has come for my anniversary here on YouTube. I've been making content on this channel for 16 years now. I joined back in June 2009 on my channel, Russ Lyman, not really knowing what I was going to make on the channel. I'm sure I just signed up to maybe respond to some people and leave some comments and not initially start making content, but I've always enjoyed making content. Growing up in high school, 1996 was my freshman year in high school, and the next year as a sophomore, I joined the AV Club. That's right. Back in the day, AV Club was where it's at, making videos, doing some morning announcements, and we even got to do a show at Public Access downtown in New Haven, CPTV. The show was called Serendipity. And I had a segment on the show called Captain Arts, Arts and Craft. I dressed like a pirate. I had a bird named Easel. And I kind of did some drawing stuff. A little inspiration from maybe Bob Ross or other drawing shows like that. But that was the little segment that I put together. And I had to edit the segment to VHS tape players. The one you're recording to had a track and everything. Way different editing back then, but it was a good time. Gave me plenty of practice. We used to be able to rent out the camera from high school so we could take it home for the weekend. One of those big cameras you put on the shoulder, and they would have like built-in effects in it. You could do like black and white or like sepia or something like that. So you would like play around with that, and we would just make silly videos, me and my friends. And I just always enjoy making content. And then time moved on and graduated. Mom got me a handheld camera that was probably this big. I still have it packed away somewhere, but it was one with a big viewing screen, and you almost put your hand in on the side and you would move the lens up and down and you can see everything. So no more filming like this. So that was great, filming a bunch of stuff with that and being in a band. You can see my guitar back there. Played music in a band, quite a few different ones. You want to film your shows or film your band practice even more. This way, maybe if we're writing music, we're coming up with a new song, that's where we would film it. We'd film it, watch it back, be like, oh, I like this. This sounded good. Or just enjoying watching a show that we were excited to play. So I've always been recording and filming stuff. Moving on to technology, catching up, I finally ended up getting a MacBook computer. This was a big deal. I always had PCs, and I heard so much about Macs. You could do like video editing and music and stuff with it. So I got a MacBook, had a camera built into it. So a lot of my early videos on YouTube, just with that camera from opening it up. What I do miss on YouTube is they used to have this video response option. Instead of just leaving a comment on a video, you could leave a video comment, and you would have the main video up here, and down below it, there would be a little scrolling bar with different people's videos. So you can click on it and watch that person's video. It's very easy to navigate. So a lot of my early videos, I was watching some YouTuber that was doing top 3 Tuesdays, and he'd be like, top 3 gaming handhelds that you enjoyed, give me your video response. And you could just hit start recording. Your camera would go live, and then you just give your response, very quickly, minute or two video talking about whatever, and it would just go up on there. And I wish they'd bring that back. You could try to do that using like @someone, and then you could try to search the videos or using links, but it was just so easy right below the comments there. YouTube, bring that back. That was a good feature. I enjoyed it. And just continued on making videos. I didn't really have a direction for the main channel. It was just kind of what I was doing. A little bit of game hunting, a little bit of DIY stuff because I enjoyed building things. And I have my custom Super Mario Kart car that I made myself, and is gaming related. You know, oftentimes a lot of the DI stuff was gaming related, so I thought it fit the channel. But I don't know, being on YouTube now for 16 years with this main channel, I'm kind of stuck, right? I plateaued. I'm not really growing. A lot of my videos aren't getting pushed out. So a lot of times I like to try new stuff, create new channels as well. So this way, hey, maybe I can niche down. I have a snack channel, Snacky Snack Time, where I just try food. I was like, let's try something different. So I'm always looking to express myself differently and try new things to see if it works. A lot of people say YouTube is almost shying away from these hyper-focused, edited videos, almost favoring something like this, like a sit-down talking video, very minimal editing, right? And we're just having a conversation. Maybe you're watching this while you're driving to work, driving home from work, or doing some chores around the house and just have it on in the background. It's an easy watch and an easy listen. So maybe I'll try to do one of these once a week or so. Could turn into some maybe pickup videos, things I picked up and I could showcase, or some stories I want to share with you guys. Creating is something I'd love to do, and certainly sometimes I just don't have the time to put that much into the creating process. I have so many ideas definitely come into my head, but it's limited time is definitely what's against me now. We have my daughter Gwen, who is 2.5, so challenging is working around, you know, if she's taking a nap, I can record some stuff now. She's sleeping now, so I can get a little video done, but then she gets up, so I'm watching her until she goes to bed at 8. Then maybe I could do some stuff. Luckily, I have a supportive wife who's like, okay, certain days, Wednesdays, you live stream. I know that. So from 8 to 10, Wednesdays, I live stream. And from 10 to midnight, I'm recording the podcast that I'm on, the weekly Warp Pipe. So that comes out weekly. So I have a lot of commitments, and I do my best to kind of divide my time up and put all I can into these videos and content that I create. It's just apple juice. I didn't have time to make any tea. But hey, it still works good. I like apple juice. Good juice content. Yeah, I've been making these new videos as well with, I don't know if you guys remember these Nintendo Powers. Used to get these in the mail back in the day. A little bit longer format content. I've been reading through these, and they've been about an hour-long video. So I'm trying to have these come out weekly as well. Certainly fun to dive back into that and kind of switch up the content. Certainly being a gaming creator, there's so many different niches in the gaming world. That's why I like to try to break out to some other niches. Start maybe a new channel and maybe upload some previous videos that didn't do so well on the main channel, and maybe they'll have a second life on that channel there. Certainly curious on what you guys think about this whole process. Is this something maybe you'd be interested in, or maybe even suggested topics you guys want me to chat about, or stories? I used to work at a retro video game store called Retro Games Plus as a manager for many years, and I had a bunch of vlog videos shot there, so I could tell some stories of their trade-ins coming in and fun stuff like that. Certainly a lot to the future we're going to be creating and going forward. And again, I just like to try this stuff, see if it sticks. The main struggle, I think, with people, if you haven't started a YouTube channel, is certainly uploading that first video and get going, right? This big struggle. I need a good camera. Got to have a microphone. I need better lighting. My editing needs to be better. It's like you put all these blockades in your way. You yourself end up being the biggest obstacle to overcome, right? So a lot of times you just have to record the video, leave the mess ups in maybe, and upload it just to get over that hurdle. And as you create more and more, you're just going to get better. That's what it was, you know, when I was back in high school, editing from VHS tape to VHS tape. This was all new to me, never understood it. So then when I made the leap to digital, I was using iMovie because that's what came on the Mac for free. I used that for many years. It was limited at what I can do with the program itself. So eventually I upgraded to Final Cut Pro, and I've been using that ever since. I know a lot of people are using now CapCut, DaVinci, and of course Premiere. A lot of people use, but whatever software you can use to create the content. I mean, like I said, you could just record on your phone, no editing, and just upload as is, and you got yourself a YouTube video. 2009 when I uploaded, or at least created the YouTube channel. I'll have to see what the exact date was for the first upload. Let's pull up the YouTube channel here and see what the first video was on the channel. I believe it was a DIY video. Videos and oldest. 15 years ago. DIY Bob-omb Nintendo prop right there. There's me with some glasses. And I was doing car shows at the time, and I was showing off my Nintendo car, and I made a little prop Bob-omb right there so I can display it around the Nintendo car. It was just like something you bought at Joann's Fabric, and I used some clay and made a little Bob-omb, and that was my journey 15 years ago. This said upload it. So 2009, joined YouTube, left some comments on some videos, and decided, hey, I'm gonna make some content as well. Certainly been a fun journey, and I will say, keep at it. If you are creating content and you're seeing struggles just like myself here with trying to grow your channel, get more views on your videos, it's certainly tough to keep going, to stay motivated, to want to keep creating. You got to remember, why do I create these videos? How does it make me feel? Am I putting out that passion still in creating? Certainly can be discouraging if no one's watching, but you're putting all the time into it. So very much appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end of this video. And perhaps there'll be quite a few more like this. Simple, easy to film, edit, and just having a conversation with you guys. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great time. Let me know in the comments down below, and that's it. As always, I'm Russ Lyman. Keep your world fun, bit by bit. We'll see you next video.